Cuando yo me mudé en el 26.
When I first moved into the apartment, she was residing at a studio apartment. When they first gave her that apartment, she was living by herself, but then she had her daughter, so she had to move from there.
No, yo no esperé un año, acuérdate que...
When I did the transfer, my daughter was 4 years old. So when I moved in here, she was about to turn 20. So I waited for 15 years to move.
Te ayuden. Entonces ahí fue que me dieron la dirección.
So when I went to court, I was doing everything that they were telling me to do. I went to many politicians to request for help, but none of them helped me. And since they were still not doing anything, the court told me that they were gonna give me some resources from legal aid so they can get someone to help me, and that's how I found out about Nicole.
She came to the Father's Heart Ministries, one of our partner organizations where we hold a legal aid desk. I remember very distinctly Ms. Santiago telling me her daughter was sleeping in the living room, a 19-year-old young woman. Unbeknownst to me, she had been on that waiting list for 15 years. So we helped send a request for information to sort of gather all the transfer documents from NYCHA to see what the holdup was, because it looked like she was on the precipice of the transfer.
Y ahí le llevé todos los documentos que ya yo le había llevado.
I brought all my documents from housing, and after a week, now that I remember, that's how long it took to move.
Shortly thereafter, quite frankly, I think through the providence of God, she transferred. And the final problem that we assisted her with, which was resolving a very large balance of rent that NYCHA was alleging that she owed on her monthly rent statement. Ms. Santiago had received a notification that she had a rent credit. Unfortunately, what NYCHA was sending her each month was not in conformance with the rent credit they had told her about. So Ms. Santiago tried to explain that to the management office, and I think that the language barrier was also difficult, and also just like no one, it seemed, listening to her. I made many calls to the NYCHA legal department, speaking to the lawyers there, asking, how can we get this moving? Because Ms. Santiago was understandably frustrated. Eventually, we got the hearing date, and we went there, I believe, about 4 times, until just recently when we got the favorable decision from them that she had, proven her grievance. And they credited all that money back to her statement.
Pues yo me siento bien agradecida de haberla encontrado a Nicole.
I'm thankful to find Nicole because she was the one who helped me to move and also to resolve the issue with the rent. If it wasn't for her, I would have done anything without her.
These problems come along and it's really hard to resolve them on your own sometimes. And so it's good that we are in a position where we can sort of be on that journey with Ms. Santiago, that we can be on that journey and overcome those hurdles and use our gifts to be able to help push through those to finally get a resolution. And I'm just really thankful to Ms. Santiago that she's been so patient through the process.
Yo me siento bien agradecida.
I'm very thankful to have met Nicole and Opening Hands. They have assisted me with all my issues. I'm really thankful with her and I feel very blessed. I have no words to thank her for everything that she has done for me. Now I have a better apartment. My daughter has her own room. We have more space here, so I'm very thankful for everything.